Do you wonder which recoil attachments actually help in Black Ops 6? In this video, you're gonna find out. Hey, what's up operators? Welcome back to the Gunsmith Guru. My name's Nick, and today we're taking on recoil in Black Ops 6. We'll unpack everything, what it is, how it works, and most importantly, how to master it to help you win more gunfights. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge and tools to control recoil like a pro. Plus, we'll tell you how to access our recoil guide and Gunsmith Guru Custom GPT, your ultimate tool for staying ahead in Black Ops 6. Alright, let's lock in and get started. What even is recoil? Recoil is the reactionary force generated when firing a weapon. In real life, expanding gases propel the bullet forward while pushing the firearm backward. Factors like bullet mass, velocity, and weapon weight all play a role. Heavier guns absorb more recoil, while lighter ones amplify it. In Black Ops 6, recoil isn't just a visual effect. It's a complex mechanic designed to simulate real-world shooting. Instead of shifting in a straight line, your aim tilts and pivots as you fire, creating a mix of vertical climb and horizontal drift that you need to manage. Here's the key takeaway. Recoil isn't linear, it's rotational. As range increases, so does your spread. For example, the XM4's vertical recoil moves your aim by 52 centimeters at 10 meters, but that grows by a factor of 20 by the time you hit 50 meters. Effective recoil control is critical, especially for long-range accuracy. Now, let's break down the different types of recoil you'll encounter in Black Ops 6 and how each one impacts your gameplay. Recoil comes in three forms: horizontal recoil, vertical recoil, and gun kick. Each type influences how your weapon behaves during sustained fire and what you'll need to focus on to maintain control. Some of these stats are visible in the Gunsmith's Advanced section, but our full recoil guide dives way deeper down the rabbit hole, giving you the data you need to tailor your loadouts to your playstyle. Vertical recoil is the upward climb of your aim while holding down the trigger. Think of it like climbing a ladder. Every shot pulls you higher and higher, making precision harder to maintain. In Black Ops 6, vertical recoil is measured in degrees per second. For example, the Model L climbs 49 degrees in just 1 second, the same time it takes to fire 10 rounds. Weapons with high fire rates, like the Val Assault Rifle and Compact SMG, amplify this climb, making vertical recoil control crucial for staying on target. Next up, let's load up some facts about horizontal recoil, the unpredictable side-to-side movement of your aim that makes your landing shots harder. Unlike vertical recoil, which steadily climbs upward, horizontal recoil shifts unpredictably left to right during sustained fire. Horizontal drift is harder to predict and compensate for manually, which is why attachments like the Foregrip can be so important. Gun kick is the sharp, sudden jolt your aim takes immediately after firing the first shot. While your first bullet hits perfectly on target, the reticle snaps upward right after, disrupting your aim. This motion is measured as angular displacement. Gun kick is most noticeable on semi-auto and burst fire weapons. Mastering gun kick is crucial for maintaining accuracy and landing follow-up shots. Now that we've covered the core mechanics of recoil, let's dive into how attachments can take your control to the next level. We'll break down which attachments truly improve your control and which might not be worth your time. Let's kick things off with muzzles, starting with the go-to for most players. Compensators are muzzles built to reduce vertical recoil and gun kick, making them a top choice for full auto weapons like assault rifles and SMGs. Let's look at an example to see how the compensator can make a big difference on one gun but have minimal impact on another. The XM4 assault rifle already has very low recoil, but adding a compensator takes it even further, reducing vertical recoil by 35% and gun kick by 30%. This turns an already stable weapon into a frickin' laser beam. On the other hand, the AK-74's wild recoil is barely tamed by a compensator, with reductions of just 15% and 10% respectively. While it kinda helps, the AK still struggles with control, making a suppressor or manual compensation a better option for you. Ported compensators are designed to reduce your first shot recoil, making them a top pick for burst fire weapons like the SWAT or AEK. By cutting down the sharp kick of the first shot, they keep your burst groupings tight and predictable, especially at mid-range. They reduce vertical recoil and gun kick by about 10 percentage points less than a standard compensator, making them a more specialized option. If your playstyle relies on burst accuracy, they can be a game changer. Muzzle brakes don't reduce vertical recoil or gun kick. Instead, they improve kick reset speed, helping your weapon's recoil pattern return to its starting point faster after you stop firing. This makes muzzle brakes ideal for long-range engagements where precision is key. By improving reset speed, muzzle brakes help keep your aim consistent, especially for burst or semi-auto weapons. Now that we've covered muzzles, it's time to move down to the underbarrel. Foregrips are your main tool for controlling horizontal recoil, and some like the Precision and Ranger foregrip also offer more than just recoil control. First up is the vertical foregrip, the bread and butter attachment for managing horizontal recoil. With substantial 30 to 40% reduction, sustained fire is far more predictable and consistent. Take the Krig C for example. It has the highest base recoil in its class at 22 degrees per second. With a vertical foregrip, that's reduced 35% to 14 degrees, a significant improvement that makes recoil control during longer engagements a lot more manageable. Compare that to the GPR, which starts with just over 5 degrees of horizontal recoil. With the same 35% reduction, it drops to 3.5 degrees, a difference that's barely noticeable in actual gameplay. When it comes to horizontal recoil, the vertical foregrip is often the first choice, but sometimes your playstyle calls for something more specialized. The precision foregrip reduces aiming idle sway, making it ideal for long-range shots. On the other hand, the Ranger foregrip boosts sprint movement speed, making it perfect for aggressive, fast-paced play. It pairs best with guns that already have low horizontal recoil, like the PP and the GPR, where stability isn't a major concern. With foregrips covered, let's dive into how other attachments like barrels, stocks, and fire mods can refine your recoil control and handling. First up, the CHF barrel. This attachment is all about precision and power. It boosts your headshot damage, letting you drop enemies faster, but there's a big trade-off. It increases recoil by up to 50%. To offset the chaos, pair it with recoil-reducing attachments like a vertical foregrip or buffer weight stock. If you can consistently hit headshots, it's a game changer. But for everyone else, the recoil might make it more trouble than it's worth. The buffer weight stock is a powerhouse recoil attachment available for the XM4, XMG, and DM10. It significantly reduces both vertical and horizontal recoil control up to an impressive 60%. However, the added weight comes with some trade-offs. You'll notice slower aim down sight speeds and reduced aiming walking speed as well. This is especially pronounced on the XM4, where ADS time increases by 23%. With that covered, let's dive into fire mods. The rapid fire mod is a game changer for aggressive close-range playstyles. It boosts your fire rate, letting you put more rounds on target faster, reducing your time to kill. But with great power comes great trade-offs. Rapid fire increases recoil and kick by 15 to 30%. Ammo consumption also skyrockets, so managing these drawbacks is crucial to getting the most out of this attachment. Ultimately, rapid fire is a high-risk, high-reward attachment. It gives you an edge in close-quarters combat but demands sharp recoil control and careful ammo management. Let's now go over the least impactful recoil reduction attachment available in Black Ops 6, Recoil Springs. Recoil Springs offer modest recoil reductions, typically between 5 and 20%. They're subtle but useful for fine-tuning your weapon without sacrificing ADS speed or mobility. They shine on weapons like the AS Val and XM4, with their 20% reduction helps smooth out recoil during sustained fire. However, for guns like the AK-74 and Compact, which already have extreme recoil, the reduction is just 5%. In these cases, stronger recoil reduction attachments like the vertical foregrip or compensator deliver much better results. Mastering recoil is about more than just picking the right attachments. It's about really understanding how your weapon works, adapting your playstyle, and putting it into practice. So let's break down some practical tips to help you elevate your recoil control and dominate on the battlefield. Recoil control can't be eliminated completely, but with manual compensation, you can drastically reduce its impact. It's all about learning to pull down or adjust sideways as your gun kicks. With enough practice, these corrections will become second nature. Think of it like muscle memory for your crosshair. Soon, you'll barely have to think about it. Just focus on winning the fights. Recoil patterns aren't random. Every weapon has its own predictable behavior that you can use to your advantage. Most fully automatic guns have 3 stages of recoil, and each one feels different. The key is knowing when these transitions happen. Spend some time in the firing range to get a feel for how your weapon moves, and use that knowledge to pick attachments that work best with your gun's recoil pattern and your playstyle. Next tip: limiting yourself to short bursts of 4 to 8 shots is a simple and effective way to keep your recoil under control. It helps keep your shots tighter and more accurate. Burst firing is especially useful in long-range engagements where precision is key to landing shots and winning fights. Recoil control is one of the most important skills in Call of Duty, and our goal in this video was to help you master it. Remember, it's not about chasing the meta, it's about building loadouts that make you the most effective on the battlefield. Got questions or want us to cover something specific? Drop a comment below, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!